Okay, here we go with another video from the Architectural Digest channel, Open Door series. Today we'll be selecting some candles for the amazing Shonda Rhimes and her New York apartment. You may be familiar with some of her work. She only created some of the best TV shows that most of us enjoy. For a quick example, Grey's Anatomy. And maybe you heard of it. And Inventing Anna on Netflix. Now that was a wild show. Shonda's out here putting in that work and I love to see it. So let's take a look into her New York apartment to see how she's living and to see what candles will look perfect in her space.
Hey AD, I'm Shonda Rhimes. Welcome to my home. Come on in. This entryway is one of my favorite rooms in the house, amazingly enough, just for you being an entryway. One for the light fixtures, which are, there's these great little wall fixtures, but also the ceiling fixture, which this is just like my favorite work of art.
Okay, this foyer or entryway is giving me a very traditional feel with the overall warm tones and decor that's going on in this space. I'm thinking the hourglass diffuser from Diptyque will work really well for this particular entryway. It would especially tie in perfectly with this outstanding lighting fixture. It wouldn't distract from the overall decor since it's mostly glass as well. The flower vase is also glass, so I think it will look perfect paired together. And the middle gold trimming of the diffuser ties in really well with the other gold trimmings found throughout this entryway. I would sit it right on top of those coffee table books, right in the middle. I'm sure it already smells great in there, but walking into a Diptyque scent on top of a well-decorated space will make you smile every time you come home. I know it'll make me smile.
You want to feel welcomed and like you're coming into a home when you come into a space, and so I wanted my favorite things about me when I walked in. This is
I see that this opened up into a really bright, colorful, traditional space. I already have some candles in mind.
my favorite place to be whenever I'm in New York City. It really is like one of the comfiest, coziest places in the world. It's not a huge apartment. It is big for New York standards, but it's, not like a big sprawled out place, so it's pretty cozy. There's only a few rooms.
That's the thing with New York apartments. Most spaces are really small, so the rooms have to be multifunctional. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but sometimes you just want more space.
When I bought this place, I didn't have any furniture for this place at all. I'm not like a person who has like a ton of extra furniture. So when I bought this place,
Okay, for this little corner sitting area, I was thinking the Pasotano candle from Dawn, keeping it with that traditional feel of the overall room, with that clean brightness of that white vessel. I think it'll tie in perfectly with this space.
started with the wallpaper and built outwards from there, but I had to acquire every single piece that you see here. It was sort of every piece was a find, which probably goes with the eclectic nature of it all.
For this coffee table, right in the middle of the room, I recently came across new candle vessels from Fornasetti, and the Giardino Segreto vessel would work perfect for this type of spot. It also keeps with the overall traditional mood, and the pattern of the vessel wouldn't be too distracting because it ties in perfectly with the wallpaper. The patterns found on Fornasetti vessels in general will be an amazing way to enhance this already eclectic space.
If you look at all the pillows, none of these pillows seem like they match, but they all do. Once you put them all together, they form a palette that really goes with the wallpaper and pulls the whole room together. I chose pieces mostly for comfort and for simplicity, but also it made it possible to choose things that could be both antique and modern and feel a little bit eclectic, and I could also just sort of go crazy.
Oh, this is perfect. This is the prime example of what I'm talking about. The key vessel from Fornasetti will look amazing on top of this chest. Or you can put it across the room sitting on the side table with those nice blue textured sculptures. As I thought, so far this home is very traditional, so Dawn and Fornasetti will be the perfect brands to tie everything together.
I don't know, if you look up in any of the rooms, all the light fixtures are really special. And this is one of those light fixtures. It is sort of very grand and very bold, but it's also, crystal glass makes it so that it doesn't take over the room, but it does make a statement. And I really love that it made a statement. So it's one of my favorite pieces.
Wait, go back. What was that candle? It's a Brunello Cucinelli candle. I know it's a fashion brand. I've never had any of their pieces, and I didn't know they made candles. Let me know if you tried it and if it's any good. Now, I'm gonna admit, it looks kind of out of place. Replace this with a Dawn or Fornasetti candle I just mentioned, and you'll be good to go.
Why don't you come with me and I'll show you my other favorite room, which is the dining room. So the dining room Also,
Okay, this dining room is very warm and traditional with coloring. Immediately, my mind started gravitating towards the classic vessels from Sir Judon. Those vessels are very warm, traditional, and elegant. I think they'll look perfect on top of this dining table.
if you shut all of the doors to this room, this area right here, which looks like a television set, pulls down and it is a bed, which is actually a great idea because there's a full bathroom right around the corner and you can bring a guest here and a guest can stay here and feel completely
Multifunctional apartments, it's just the New York way. It's probably one of the only places where you can find a dining room that doubles as a guest room.
cozy and comfortable and like they have a private space. So it's another way of like using a room for more than one function. And once again, wallpaper. I really went a little crazy with wallpaper in this room and had to really trust Michael Smith, my designer.
For this little nook here, there's a candle that's missing that can sit right on top of these coffee table books. I'm thinking the Lady Day scent from Harlem Candle Co. in that ceramic gold vessel. I actually have it burning right here, but it's in a standard vessel. But the ceramic vessel will provide a more luxury look that'll tie in perfectly with these elements.
Now why don't you come and see my kitchen? So here's my kitchen, which is completely kind of redone from what was originally here. This space used to be both, I think, a kitchen and then like also a maid's room, and then there was also like a little laundry room off to the side, and we closed it in and made it more of a real space for cooking and being. And then my favorite thing that we did to give it more space was we created these cabinets that are glass on both sides to go in front of the windows.
Cabinets in front of windows. This is a new thing for me. I've never seen this before. But I guess this was the only way to keep as much light into this kitchen as possible. Again, it's the New York way.
So in here, this is sort of this really funky floral wallpaper that I thought was really great, and I think when used in moderation, looks amazing in this room.
Hold on, I see someone's a fan of Aesop soap. See, she's already off to a good start. She just needs some candles to enhance the space.
There's something about my childhood and this color that make me feel comfortable and like I'm at home or something. It just brings me back to like being in my mom's kitchen and watching her cook. Having a big island in this.
Okay, for this kitchen, I would keep it as clean and clear as possible to keep it clean from clutter. I would actually go with a Jo Malone diffuser from the Townhouse collection. That warm white eggshell color of the diffuser will tie in perfectly with the other warm elements of this space. Or if you really wanted to get minimal, I would go with the clear diffuser glass from Maison Louis Marie. The clear candle vessels from that brand could also work as well. I would want to keep with a nice airy feel for this kitchen since it doesn't get much light.
I mean, and maybe I'm a little basic, but I'm a very big fan of, like pastas and lasagnas and risottos and things like that. And so I try really hard to make them, and I'm still perfecting my recipes. I wouldn't say I'm the world's greatest cook, but I am getting pretty good.
Okay, there is a lot going on in this room in terms of pattern and color, but it's not terrible since majority of the room is different shades of blue. For all the blue that's in this room, I will go with the Belle Matietta's luxury vibrant blue diffuser from Sir Judon. It'll enhance the scent of this room while providing that high-end luxury look as well.
So this room is, I call it the guest room, but in reality, it's just my girls' room. They love it. They take turns like deciding who gets to have this big bed. The masks on the wall make them feel like they're...
Okay, while looking at the side table, something just came to mind. You know what I was thinking? There's two vessels from the Otherland Garden Party collection that'll tie this entire space together. Either the vibrant yellow from that canary candle or the vibrant blue color from the Out of the Blue candle. Either one of those vibrant vessels will look perfect on this side table. Let me know what you think. And also, let me know what you think of the rest of the home and what candle vessels would you pick for it. This was a great example of a beautiful, traditional styled home. I should really turn this into a series on the channel. Let me know whose space I should do next.